from Mexico City, our visitors. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Trash.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Orchestrating the offense, the former 3-time captain at Michigan State, quarterback Kirk Cousins.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, what series is it?
For the Vikings.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they got the second straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they hit.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by Mora, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading him out is their 6'3" quarterback, the third overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Well, I'll tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I don't really have anything I could offer for them.
This is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold, and he comes back with one complete. 16 yards, a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Dante Jackson? Oh, I would not give up Dante Jackson.
You name it from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On 2nd down, Smallwood, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. Here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Dee Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
After the sack on first down, Darnold, open man, Gronkowski complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some.
Once Mason plays his game, they'll go through. Yeah, they've got to wait till the week advances.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Rashawn Gary just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Okay. Wait, how the hell did you sign him?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins, it's caught. Smith.
Oh, he's a free agent?
Good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Tom Brady's a free agent, too.
I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a really good white guy playing football.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. We're still in the 2nd quarter.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So now you have 7 running backs. And 4 quarterbacks.
On 2nd and 2, Cousins. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Oh, he was on the trade block.
There, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
CeeDee Lamb.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Smallwood. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Play action. It's Darnold rolling to his right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to
he is literally halfway through his game.
A long distance and have a chance to affect the pass.
So probably 20 minutes tops.
And that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into
so if you need to go do something, you can jump right back to the 20 minutes. I'll be ready to go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Right. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Okay.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 minutes more in the 2nd quarter.
10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
So you're good.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the...
Yes!
Caught. Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I send the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover it.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers, it's not as much about...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A first down throw for Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
9 seconds to play, and likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Open man here is Conklin, and they're able to get this one across the 35. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Cousins now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Hey, Tron, Robert.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A nice pickup on 1st down, 7 yards. On 2nd down, Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Madison. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Going to run with Madison again. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play.